we're getting started here. We've already got some storms getting initiated. Welcome to the show. Light show is about to begin as we do have some severe thunderstorms going on right now. We even have some severe thunderstorms down in the Louisiana area. Right now, we're focusing right on this one that's over by Muleshoe, Texas. Right now, I do want to remind folks if this is your first time joining, please make sure that you follow and share the live. Anyone that for today, it's Texas that we're covering, but just be aware that there's more severe weather expected over the next few days. Some more tomorrow possible in Texas and Oklahoma. And then as we get in to Sunday and Monday, we start going further into the Nebraska area, Kansas, South Dakota, Iowa. Howdy, howdy. Well, I appreciate y'all joining. We love Zero. That's sweet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kind of show what's going on here in Muleshoe or Muleshoe area. Someone went on my account and blocked him. Don't know what that's going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at this a little bit farther. But counties that are included in the severe thunderstorm warning right now is Bailey, Texas. You can see that down below. Just want to thank our wonderful sponsor for this broadcast, this live storm broadcast brought to you by Prairie Pro General Contractors. They are based out of the northern part of South Dakota, but with storms that are expected in Iowa, they can cover you there as well. Make sure that you check them out or request a free quote today if you need a new roof, siding, or even windows. They got you covered. 605 880 880-7776. They've got over 20 some years of experience of giving you quality. Let's go ahead and how worried should Lubbock, Texas be? Kaylee Nix, definitely worried. You guys are in a tornado watch, 427 minutes. That's a long time to be holding out. So these storms are going to continue to do what we call cooking. And as you can see, all these areas, 22 counties are included in that tornado watch. And again, that tornado watch is in effect until 10 p.m. tonight. So it started, it was in effect from 1:55 p.m. until 10 o'clock. So basically 8 hours or six. Boy, I can't. 8 hours. Sorry. It's going to be a long night, folks. Thanks so much, Nicole, for sharing the live. I appreciate that very much. Excuse me. And if you have not done so, let's go ahead and continue to follow. Hey, again, when Dallas and Fort Worth is going to get storms soon? No, not anytime soon. Dallas and Fort Worth, not expected to have that, as you can see right now. Not really expecting that for a little while here. Let me go ahead and kind of give an estimate of what is expected over the HRRR weather model here. Thanks so much for joining. And again, thanks, Nicole, for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Hopefully, Nicole is not a bot because I have been getting a lot of bots lately and I seem to have to block them all the time. Don't know what's happening. So just a heads up, if you don't have a profile pic added to your name and things look kind of funky, okay, thanks, Nicole. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to be rude there. It's just it's crazy this world of TikTok and all the social media. There's so many bots. I think I had 50 to 65 of them. Findlay, Ohio, not covering that tonight, Amelia. I'll maybe take a look at that here shortly. But Dallas, Fort Worth area, I'll kind of give you a scan right now since we don't have right now. It looks like there's a hook that's starting to go here over in Muleshoe, so I um, do need to bring a live radar. We've got dangerous storms right here in Texas. So I'm sorry if I don't. We do have a wall cloud that's going right there. I'm from Amarillo. Thanks for covering the Panhandle. You're welcome. I'm out of South Dakota, so I'm Littlefield, Texas. I'm going to try to get to everyone's as much as I can. I'm just telling you right now, Ohio areas of Texas is tonight's coverage. If you are not following right now and you want to know about some of those other areas, tomorrow morning I do a live update at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I will definitely update you folks there. But for today, for this broadcast right now, I am just focusing on the Texas Panhandle for the severe weather that is ongoing and going to continue for a number of hours right now. Screaming Monkey, Western North Carolina, please. North Carolina does not have anything for your area today. This is all, I'm going to give you a span here. This is all Texas. And then these lighter shades are general thunderstorms. Okay. North Carolina, general thunderstorms. Kentucky, general or marginal risk. And then way down here, not too bad. Okay. You guys, you can see things that the warnings are there. That'll kind of show you what's expected to happen. I'm going to go to a update of 18Z with HRRR because the update that was at 19Z is not fully out. That just is working on its update right now. As you can see, pretty generalized thunderstorms, not anything significant for those areas. Maybe Maysville and Lexington. Ooh, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Again, this is continuing. 2:57 is when it was issued Central Daylight Time, and that is until 3:30. So that just came across there. That's continuing, it looks like. It's a continuation of the storm that's down below the advertisement. Yeah, so Pennsylvania, yes, you're supposed to get thunderstorms, but nothing significant. Your guys' thunderstorms are not going to be anything, just your garden variety thunderstorms in Pennsylvania. Now, again, just want to remind folks that we will be doing live coverage tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Right now, what you're looking at is not a live radar, but an estimate. So we'll kind of cover Texas of what's going to possibly happen here throughout the evening hours. As you can see, where a couple of chasers are there we got another one for Louisiana. Let me go down to Louisiana. Thanks again for sharing the live, Nicole. I appreciate it. And Kookie, thanks for sharing the live. Littlefield, Texas. You're in a tornado watch. And yep, I would definitely be concerned about that area. HRRR is kind of showing some storms expected to pop up here anytime soon. And actually, if I go back to a live radar here and we'll do a sweep quick. This is looking at the hail core that's developing. You can kind of see that on the chaser down below there. This is definitely going to be a dangerous storm. Let's see what direction this is going. I believe it's moving northeast at 5 miles per hour. Gosh, that is really slow. So it's really cooking. $50 size hail. Locations Needmore, Texas. So this is moving off to the northeast, but I do suspect again additional development to happen to the south and then continue to move off to the northeast. We do have some non-severe storms right now that are here over by Olton. Now, these are non-severe right now, but they are definitely cooking. We'll do a scan here and kind of show, as you can see, it's been building pretty quickly over between Olton and Muleshoe, basically that Plainview area between Highway 84 and I believe that's I-27. Yep. Taylor Mays, yes, yes, there is hail in this one right here. I'm going to shut that chaser off right now because certainly able to see this pretty easily. Let's look at base velocity. I do see some broad rotation trying to get going, as you saw in that chaser's video. It certainly was pretty easy to see that there was a wall cloud building there. Let me see if I can get a different radar view here. There we go. Yep, that's definitely some rotation. We can kind of go a little bit more in depth with that. Areas of Louisiana. Thanks again, everybody, for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Anything for Amarillo? We were issued a tornado watch. Renee Ewing, right now, no, nothing for Amarillo, but expect that to definitely change. I'll go look at a live radar there. Actually, let me go ahead and take a look at a satellite view of that. All right, so what this tells me is on this side where this yellow blocks are, we do have the clearing. So I would suspect in the next few hours, you're going to end up seeing some development happening over by Amarillo. Again, reminder, you're in that tornado watch. And also as a reminder, you're in the slight risk, it looks like. And then this area here, like Plainview and Lubbock, you're in the enhanced risk. So the enhanced is a 3 out of 5 risk. You're welcome, Renee. Thank you. I got 3 new followers is all I got. Goodness gracious. Let's go. Let's go get those follows. All right, we have another severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like Bailey, Texas. It's kind of staying over this Bailey County, Texas. It's pretty much staying in that same area. Oh, Tina. Thanks for the rose. I appreciate it. The roses, 3 of them there. Thank you. Littlefield, Texas. And thank you, Maria, for the follow. Oh, and some more gifts. Thank you, Tina. Goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's go to Littlefield, and we'll do that again. Not a problem if you're just joining. Appreciate the continued support here. I'm going to be on as long as I possibly can tonight covering this. I do get out and chase every once in a while live, but I'm not able to do live chasing on TikTok in the field. Thank for the me's and the lightning bolts and the TGIF. That's awesome. Thank you. Taylor Mays, thank you very much for the follow. Laura Bell, Skylar. All right, so Littlefield, I'll take a look at that real quick. I think it's one word. Hello. Already entered it once. There we go. Maybe. So your estimate of timing on Littlefield, again, this could progress a little bit faster. Got to go back to a 19Z update because this is still not scanned through. We got to wait until about 3:30 to see a new scan. Littlefield area. There we go. Littlefield is right there. So this is suggesting not going until about 11 o'clock, but I would say things are going to start cooking in the next few hours in Littlefield as that development happens southward and moves off to the northeast. It's a broader view of kind of what's expected to have happen in those areas. Could be in for a long night, folks. Lots of rain, lots of moisture. Clovis, New Mexico, Amarillo, Texas. There's Amarillo, and as you can see, these estimates suggest that significant storm development happening within the next few hours in Amarillo. Again, you're in the uh, slight risk in Amarillo, but you are under a tornado watch until 11 p.m. So just be mindful of that. Know your action plan. Clovis, New Mexico. You're in a tornado watch until 11 p.m. And it looks like, according to HRRR weather model, it suggests things won't get going until maybe about after 6 p.m. We're just starting to see that development really happen. Let me go ahead and take a look at a satellite loop real quick. Sorry, Columbus, Ohio, you don't have anything until way late, and it's marginal risk. Well, actually, general thunderstorms in Columbus, Ohio. Maysville, you got to get down there, and Chillicothe for the marginal risk, but no tornado risk today. And again, those areas not expecting to have any of those real big, potent showers in that area of Columbus, Ohio tonight. Just generalized thunderstorms. We'll go back over here. Thanks so much for the follow, Q Plantman, West Texas Kid. And Fort Worth area, apologize. I'm going to go back here in a moment. So Fort Worth, Texas, you're in the marginal risk. You're not in the tornado watch risk right now. According to the HRRR weather model scan, does not look like your area is going to get that this evening or early morning hours. It looks like, as of the latest scan, most of this is going to stay north of Fort Worth area. M. Sharma, you're good. Just want to let you know that just because I say that you're good to go, still be mindful. Things could change. This is one scan, and this is just a little tiny piece of time. So just be mindful of that. Things can change a little bit. All right, let's go down to Louisiana, and then I'm going to go to back to, there we go. We got another severe thunderstorm warning. This is Tanga, I can't even say that, and then Washington counties. That expires at 3:16 Central Daylight Time. Let's go to that radar. Yeah, it looks like maybe nickel size hail. Yeah, penny size. So not anything significant. Still can do some damage, but not a whole lot. It looks much more impressive when I look at the high resolution reflective, but this looks like it's probably 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. Obviously, the thunderstorm warning has got to be at least 60 in order for it to have a severe thunderstorm warning issued. So I would suspect this has got 60 mile an hour winds. Oh, it's weakened. So they just put that it weakened. So that is why they did that update. So that has now been allowed basically to expire in the 6 minutes. So that's good. So those storms over there are not really going to be a whole lot of development, and they're going to kind of fizzle out pretty quickly. Back to Texas, folks. Greenwood, Indiana. I heard 5-inch hail in Lubbock. That was yesterday. It was actually, I think it was a 5 1/4. Let me just double check my information. And I think it was like a 5 1/4. I apologize. I wasn't able to find that information. Don't have that report up. I apologize. All right, we got a new scan here. So one moment, Indiana. I'll take care of Indiana here. You're in general thunderstorms. Indiana, you're good. Nothing expected huge today. All right, this one we got to get back on this. Ooh, it is definitely getting a signature now. Be 1 second here. I don't want to. I don't want to broadcast that. Goodness, I can't do that. So if we go deep dive here, yeah, you're welcome. G, Dallas, Texas. Don't expect anything. Most of it's going to stay north. However, there is that chance that things could go further south. Lubbock. Hi, Piper from Lubbock. I appreciate you joining, and thanks for the follow. Lubbock is going to be definitely under the gun. A lot of flash flooding expected as well because there's going to be a lot of moisture with this. Let me go into this a little bit further. Again, this is getting a little bit tighter of a rotation on it. Areas that are concerning here. Let's go ahead and do this. Ping pong ball size hail now and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. 10 miles an hour. Let's go get this. Kind of looks like it's kind of moving in that general area. Might stay over rural areas. Yeah, it's got a long ways to go to any highly populated areas, thankfully. So hopefully it stays over rural areas that don't have a high population. Although this would suggest that it's more of an easterly direction. So Sudan, we can definitely possibly see. Let me go ahead and kind of do a scan. If this does take more easterly track, Sudan in a little over 90 minutes would possibly be impacted. So 100, yeah, 103. So basically, it would end up being about an hour and a half, I would say, in that area. So it'd be crossing within the next hour here, Highway 84. Marcelina, thanks for the follow. Cleveland, Ohio, you're good to go. You're in generalized thunderstorms. Let's go over there real quick. We do now have a Bailey, Texas again. They reissued this one. It's just staying over. Oh, we now have a possible tornado on this one. So this one was just issued at 3:12 a couple minutes ago. Here's the full details if you can't see it along the scroll there. 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Trained weather spotters reported 2-inch hail 6 miles west of Needmore. It's just continuing to hit that same area over and over. And now this has a possible tornado on it. Yeah, I hate anybody to have to get the flooding. Denton, Texas, Ohio. I know y'all want to know the weather in Ohio, but folks, Cleveland. You are in general thunderstorms, nothing huge. some rain, not any major flooding or anything, not anything significant. Findlay, Ohio. General thunderstorms. Anyone that is south of Columbus, Ohio, you're in a marginal risk. Down into Lexington, Richmond, those areas there, that's a marginal risk, but nothing huge. Timing for Lubbock, I'll definitely get that. Colin Dunkerson, thank you so much. Let's go. This is a live look right now. I do want to go back to this one here real quick. I apologize. I just need to see this. This is a dangerous storm right here. And it looks like it's still continuing to move off to an easterly direction. So I would suspect Sudan and areas that are east and north of there are really going to be impacted as this picks up speed. I'm not going through Pennsylvania. Sorry, Brody. So, folks, I'm just going to remind you all that this live update is coverage for Texas, and the significant severe weather threat that is for today. If you have not followed me, go ahead and follow me. I will go ahead and give you live updates tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time for the risks that are going to impact areas of like Pennsylvania and Tennessee, um, areas that are not under a risk today. Those areas right now that you're discussing, like Tennessee and some parts of Indiana, Pennsylvania, it's general thunderstorms, nothing even close to what we have going on right now in Texas. I'm not trying to be rude here, but we've got to make sure that my job is very simple: keep people informed of the imminent danger. So all I would ask is that you go ahead and follow, and I will do weather updates tomorrow morning for some of the areas that we're expecting severe weather in the next coming days. Again, only one active severe thunderstorm warning right now, but it is very, very destructive right now. Now we do see that this has no longer got the hook that it had at one point, which that is good. The rotation is there. We just got a signature here. 62 for velocity is pretty high. And meso of 3, it's not as large, but it certainly is pretty significant. I'm just going to be 1 second here. I got to shut this image off and I got to take a look here. And now we do have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. Where's the other one? Come on, Radar Omega. Can't update. My counter is working. Thanks, Type She and Darlene Baker, Savannah Hunana. Thank you so much for following. Okay, so whenever this comes out for an update, looks like we do have that second polygon. Come on, where are you at? Okay, it looks like this was an update to the severe thunderstorm warning. So when it says source update, it's an update stating now tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Trained weather spotter reported tennis ball size hail west of Needmore. Again, this is a extremely dangerous storm, and it looks like Chaser J Jack is over there as well as Vince Walty. Sorry, Walk Stars, I'm not going to be able to cover Tennessee today, but if you are not following yet, go ahead and follow, and I'll get an update here for tomorrow because you're not in any significant risks here today. All right, we now have one for Pecos County, Texas. Source All right, Pecos County. We go to that one. Things are really getting underway. Okay, so this would be over by Fort Stockton. I'm going to turn on the high resolution reflective. Let me close out of here and go back to it. And I apologize, I got you guys all up there. Um, that would be this one right here. So this is the one that was just issued for Pecos County at 318. A severe thunderstorm was located 19 miles southeast of Saragossa or 30 miles west of Fort Stockton and is nearly stationary. That alarms me. Because we definitely have to be concerned about the significant flooding factor. And it's only going at, what was it, 10 miles? Earlier, there was nearly stationary. So, yeah, it's pretty much hardly moving at all. But all these storms are pretty well moving slow. So now we have these storms in the southern portion of Texas that are starting to develop as well. So just be mindful of that. You guys aren't out of the woods either. And again, we do continue to have this storm that is near Needmore. Now we got a new one for Bailey, Texas, Bailey County, Texas. There's the update I was looking for. There we go. This covers a much larger area now. This is a possible tornado. So this was issued at 3:21. New one. Southeastern Bailey County in northwestern Texas, western Lamb County in northwestern Texas. This is a severe thunderstorm warning that does have a, can't stress this enough, possible tornado. Located over Needmore. And again, it's moving east now instead of northeast, moving east at 10 miles per hour. So now they have changed that, or it has changed that direction completely. Dallas is still in the general thunderstorms. Nope. Actually, let me rephrase that. At 244, they moved Dallas into the marginal risk. Let me see what we have now. Now we have a significant tornado risk. Looks like this must have gotten updated recently as well. I got to shut the tornado watch information off real quick. One moment here. All right, so we have a hatched area now for tornado activity. This is pretty significant. So at 244, the Storm Prediction Center now has a much larger area of concern for the tornado risks. So this is significant, or 10% risk in Lubbock, Crosbyton, Roaring Springs, Matador. Look at all these areas that are in the hatched area. Olton. So if you're in Olton, let me go ahead and take a look at Denton here just to verify if that's in this as well. Denton, you're outside of that. So the tornado risk, if you're in any of these areas, find any of these areas in the Brown and especially in Plainview, Texas, Lubbock, Texas, Loveland, Crosbyton, Roaring Springs, Floydetta, Olton. Olton, you better know where your shelter is right now because that is definitely an area of concern. If this thing picks up speed, it is definitely going to wreak havoc. We do start to see a little bit of a hook starting to form now as well. Again, once again, for areas of Needmore. And there is broad area of, oh, it's starting to get a little couplet there over by Needmore. Continuing to wreak havoc there. Yeah, Lubbock definitely needs a rain. I'm not sure about that. You guys seem to have gotten a lot of rain. Thanks so much for sharing the live. If you have not already done so, go ahead and do that and appreciate the gifts. If you guys feel the content is relevant, I appreciate your gifts if you're able to. I'm not able to check Detroit. Detroit, Michigan, I'm assuming. We're not checking Michigan today. We're checking Texas. And if you have not followed already, please do so. We'll go ahead and get you that information tomorrow for some updates. But um, now we do have development happening north of Amarillo. This is a severe thunderstorm warning as well. Looks like these are starting to get going quite a bit. This severe thunderstorm warning was issued at 3:18, so about 7 minutes ago. $half size hail. That's my son behind me. What you got, buddy? All right, so we do have a lot going on here. This is definitely increasing in its intensity. All right, looks like 23 new followers, over 2,700 likes, and we got some diamonds in there. New one in Oldham County and Potter County. See how long a Radar Omega takes to update this one. Now we got another one, so now we have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. Let's see if Radar Omega's got that. Oh, finally, it's updated it possible here. So there's Bailey, and here's the Oldham County one right there, and Potter County. So this would be Oldham County, I believe, right here, and then Potter County. Go back to the Lubbock radar and check on our significant risk one here right now. Let me take a look at the velocity on that. I'll take a look at the high res velocity here. That is a lot of rotation in there. It's a little hard to see with all the other factors in here, but let me shut off the tornado risks for right now and put that tornado watch alerts back on. And it's going to take a moment for it to load, it looks like. So I'm going to close out of there, and we'll get this back up here. 1 second. That might help having the actual button clicked. All right, so reminder, this yellow area here is in a tornado watch until 11 p.m. Oh, 10 p.m. farther north. Believe this area is till, nope, they must have updated that earlier. So 10 p.m. 10 p.m. for this yellow polygons and boxes here. All the chasers are on this one near Sudan and Needmore. All right, thanks so much for the love. I'm going to continue with these updates here as we continue to see development. Let me do a quick scan of live radar here. As you can see, previous scan as it went through there. I'm going to pause it where I believe, whoops, let me go back just a little bit of that scan. So right there is where there was that rotation, definitely. We don't have any active tornado warnings. That would update, but this one here is definitely a possible tornado with some reports of that. I do want to check on one of the chasers, so hang on one second here. I'm going to mute this here one moment. All right, I wanted to just verify. It looks like one of the chasers is stating healthy inflow. Let me show you what that basically means. I'll look at satellite here. There's lots of clearing, allowing that from the south. Basically, the clearing down here is allowing this storm to continue to mature. This is a satellite loop, and we'll get that thing going. And let me show you the lower level water vapor here. As you can see, lots of moisture. Whoops, sorry, I didn't bring that back up. As you can see, there's lots of moisture in this. Thanks again for joining. I appreciate it so much. Norma, thank you very much for the follow. Taylor, yes, they have been amping up the last few days in Texas. Lubbock going to have a tornado, Big Joe's Grill. I don't know if it's going to have a tornado, but you are in the tornado watch. These yellow polygons, tornado watch. Cameron Clark, do you think Monday afternoon through Tuesday morning severe risk gonna be moderate or high risk? 1 second. Well, I know for sure it's gonna be moderate. Let me kind of take a look at one other thing that I was looking at earlier. I don't have my day 4 information here, so bear with me one moment. It looks like, okay, Lubbock, looks like they just at 319. Hold on, I'm going to get the mesoscale discussion on here. I just seen something pretty alarming, so one moment. All right, so there is now a mesoscale discussion. Let's get that information. This was issued at 319 from the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma. Severe weather threat for tornado watch. Okay, that continues. Supercell, long-lived, intense. Greatest potential for a slow-moving, long-lived, intense supercell will be across the Texas South Plains portion of the Weather Watch area, along a largely west-east oriented outflow boundary. Initial sustained supercell development has been drifting up. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Oldham, Texas, or Oldham County and Potter County continuing. That's a little farther north of Amarillo. So with only around 20 knots of 0 to 3 kilometer shear per the Lubbock. Very large hail should remain the overreaching threat in the near term, potentially reaching baseball to softball size hail. So to answer your question about Lubbock, that is looking increasingly likely for sure. Smitty, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Shorty, how close to Amarillo? Let's take a look at the live look at the radar. You've got those scrolls going there. Let me make sure that we have 3 active severe thunderstorm warnings right now. So the one that is north of Amarillo, and this is moving off to the northeast, but it's still very basically stationary. Basically includes some pretty rural areas, Boys Ranch area, way up north. Not seeing a whole lot in between Amarillo and Plainview. There is starting to be a little bit of development near Dimmitt. Shauna, again, thanks for following. Matthew Bird, thanks for the follow. Sorry, I'm not able to cover Southeast Michigan right now. We do have active severe thunderstorm warnings and a tornado threat. Grant Fella Gain OFC Love. You can go ahead and follow me. I will have live updates tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time for your risk for Monday. Anyone about Iowa, there is a significant risk, and I do think that probably going to have a moderate risk in some portions of Iowa for Monday. There could even be the potential for a high risk, but there are some other factors that play into that. Right now, I believe Cedar Rapids, the eastern part of Iowa, is going to get the brunt of it. But things could change, definitely. Nathaniel Moore, right now this is Texas. That's what we're covering. South of Amarillo, look like it will hit Amarillo. Well, this is this one here. This is the only one that we right now have Olton, Muleshoe, that area. It's going pretty slow and it's going off to the east. So unless some more development can really happen right along between Canyon and basically Olton, if there can be some more development there, then possible. Let me take a look at a um, radar Omega update here. Oh, my other son came through here. Say hi to everybody. Hi. All right, let me go ahead and do a scan of where this could possibly be. I do have to go back to an 18Z update because this is not fully out yet. And it looks like it's struggling again, so let me go ahead and bring that up. Excuse you, buddy. All right, it's taken a moment to get its gears together, evidently. There we go. I think it came back with the information I need. All right, so Amarillo area now does suggest around 6 p.m. some storm development. So if this can develop a little bit faster, yeah, I would definitely be concerned between 5 p.m. You're going to have a long night, Amarillo. McAllister this weekend. Hold on a second. McAllister. Whoops. Best I could see, McAllister here. Right now, as it stands, this looks like it's going to be fine in McAllister County area, if that's where you're referring to. However, could end up having, I can't go any further out on HRRR than Saturday. Or Sunday, 1 p.m., I mean. What? I'm not showing GFS, but there's a current severe thunderstorm warning. And this has got, yes. Yes, I showed him the risk. My son, the 12-year-old weather enthusiast, is asking if I've covered all the bases. I showed him the tornado risk, and we do have this right here, right along Sudan area. Um, Again, this ends up being a tornado possible. It's moving east at 10 miles per hour. This is a destructive storm for Needmore, 3-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Amherst, Needmore, Beulah, Muleshoe Wildlife Refuge, Sudan, and Littlefield. Littlefield, I know somebody was asking about Littlefield. That is definitely an area you need to be concerned about because this is really okay. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning. This continues. Oh, it's an update for Oldham, Texas. Oldham and Potter counties. Again, those are up north of Amarillo area. This is this one right here. This has got hail in it. We'll look at the vertical integrated liquid, and that definitely is a lot. That is likely close to softball. I'm guessing based off of the kilograms here. Tennis ball. Tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Northeast. Yes, still rotation with the one near Muleshoe. I'll go back to that just to kind of show. There's the vertical integrated liquid on that. Pretty intense. And the high resolution, trying to get to the Lubbock radar so I can get a better view of that. Although that looks like it's pretty broad, but it's hard to tell here. Can't get a decent scan on that. It's like pulling teeth to get a decent radar imagery of that. Bailey, this is an update. Bailey County and Lamb County. Oh, there it is. Okay, yes, definitely decent rotation right here. So we have this negative and we have this positive miles per hour. That's the rotation. So it's going away and towards the radar. Those are the differences. Go to high resolution velocity. There we go. We can definitely see it with this now. They do still have that as a possible tornado. So if you're in, let me go ahead and do a scan and see where these are. Moving east now at 15 miles per hour. It's picking up speed, folks. 15 miles per hour. This looks to be right where the rotation is. 15 miles an hour. This is not going to get every single area, but Amherst, if it's the biggest part of it would be Amherst would be 54 minutes. So I wouldn't even give that. Amherst, if you're in this, I would definitely find your safe spot and get in there in your lowest level of your home. If you're in a mobile home, get out. Find a place that's much more secure. Fieldton, and Spade and Corey. Got a little bit of time for Spade and Corey, but you definitely need to be in your safe spot. Littlefield, if this takes more of a southerly track, which is completely possible. Littlefield, if this continues to develop, you got maybe an hour, but I would still be on guard. Northwest Arkansas, you're okay. Oops, let me shut this off real quick. Yep, Northwest Arkansas, you don't have anything really going on right now, so you're good. No severe thunderstorm warnings. Monroe area, that's Louisiana. Why am I going there? You're good. Now, obviously, in the next coming days for Northwest Arkansas, things are going to get a little bit crazier. So, Pixie MILF, I want you to be aware that if you're not following already, please be sure to do so. We'll get weather updates every morning at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. This one north of Amarillo is certainly looking pretty intense as well. Let's see if there's an update. Continues to show tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Northeast Ohio, we're okay there. Not expecting any severe weather for Northeast Ohio today. Okay, we are starting to see, yep, we're starting to see the signature, right, Nate? It's my son's name, Nate. Let me find a radar that has a better view again. Oh yeah, this is a stronger rotation now in here. I can't show him. I don't have his permission. Yeah, right. Yep, there's definitely rotation right in here. Thanks so much for joining. Right now I've got over 2,400 views, over 3,000 likes. Does a storm south of, I might be doing this one more time, I'm not sure, but user 493746. Gosh, I don't know if you're a bot. Oh, some of these people that have user and doesn't have a profile pic, I have found. Hmm. No, it's live in flippin' Arkansas. Yep. Arkansas doesn't have anything really going on today. So I'll definitely take a look at that for tomorrow morning. Misty Joe, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Traveling via I-40 through Amarillo at 5:30. Is it safe? I can't do the live cam there, bud. Nope. All right, so Amarillo, 5:30. If you're going anywhere in that tornado watch area that's the yellow boxes, yeah, 5:30 not going to be good. So user 49374, Cindy Lou, thanks so much for the gift. And the Mies, I appreciate that very much. Angie Arellano, thank you for the follow. Jeff, hey buddy. Are you yes. Are you Jeff, are you able to I don't even know how I get to have you be the moderator because it gets kind of crazy in here every once in a while. No, no. When I don't have anybody that can help moderate. All right. Thanks again so much. Morton, Texas. All right. Can you go talk to mom for a minute? Because you do need to get some food, bud. All right. Morton, Texas. You're right here on that pin dot. Let me give you a option here. Yeah. Right now, Misty Joe, yes. Right now, you're safe. Things could develop a little bit later again further south. Does look like a little bit later, and you are in that mesoscale discussion box here. Again, live radar. This is really, really looking pretty intense. Sorry I keep focusing on this one, and I know it's not a highly populated area, but still. Cindy Lou, you used to live in Amarillo, Texas? Oh, goodness. Tara, can you tell me about Hobbs, please? What's Hobbs? I'm sorry. What's Hobbs? Are you okay? Gotcha. All right. So if we look at this live scan, how it's been tracking, you can definitely tell that it keeps recycling. And now we do have that signature right here where we've got a little bit of a hook going on right here. There's that notch. Are you in the app? Okay. You need to just be careful. I can't have that on here. The what? Yes, another severe thunderstorm warning, and that is in Pecos County. That would be here, I believe. See if this is an update. Nope. So we do have currently 3. So the Pecos one is right here. Apologize. We now have this under a severe thunderstorm watch. So Fort Stockton now. Fort Stockton along I-10 area. They're not in a tornado watch or anything. Yaslin, do you think we will get a tornado in Morton, Texas? Oh, what in the world? Georgia? What? Hold, hold on, hold on. Stop 1 second. They don't have it issued. Where's the tornado on the ground? Is 1 second. 1 second. We're probably about ready to get. Hold on, folks. My son just went nuts. Okay, so Littlefield now. Littlefield area. Hold on. Brian Collins, thank you for the sharing. Trace Crim 72, thanks for following. 1 second. This is an ever changing situation. We do possibly have a tornado on the ground. Where's that at? Where's that at? Okay, you can't broadcast the sound. I just need to know where it's at. No, that's not south of Lubbock. Don't freak people out. Okay, it's this storm cell right here. They have confirmation of a tornado on the ground. Just one moment. We should be getting, I don't have any information. These chasers are reporting that information as they see that information come through. So I would suspect that we're probably going to get a tornado warning alert here very shortly. One moment. We're going to stay on this now. We are seeing development just further to the east of Sudan as well. So hold on one moment, folks. Hold on. I appreciate you so much. Karen, thank you very much for sharing the live. Trace, hold on. Okay, hold on. Just going to make sure that we have this information verified, folks. Okay, there is a, okay, evidently nobody has reported that information yet. Not seeing anything that supports. However, I mean, there's nothing officially from the National Weather Service right now for an active tornado warning. However, be mindful if you're living in areas of Littlefield, find your shelter. I can't discuss Indiana right now. Indiana's okay. We're talking about Texas. No disrespect to my followers that are outside of Texas area, but right now we're focusing on this one that's over by Littlefield. We do have signatures of rotation right here. Yep, I see it. It's pretty strong, actually. Let's go to high resolution velocity here. That has gotten much stronger now. So these are some areas that are concerned. Obviously, Beck looks like the area of rotation is right around here. I'm not able to show live chasers. I don't have their permission. So that is a large area of rotation. We go ahead and put, okay, Livingston, Louisiana, you do have a severe thunderstorm warning now as well. You can read that ticker along below. Looks like every single chaser is now going to the southern edge of this storm. Have 6 total severe thunderstorm warnings. Again, 2-inch hail. Just had another sweep here. Come on, folks. Let me take a look at that real quick. Okay. We don't have confirmation from the National Weather Service of a tornado. However, the rotation is certainly looking pretty strong. And this chaser right here on 37 is the one that's looking pretty significant risk right here. And this again is moving off to the east. Could impact Amherst. And if we put a tracker on this for this southern edge, let's see, was it going at 15? Littlefield, less than an hour, I would say. And that puppy, if it stays together, could be pretty impactful. And again, this is going 10 miles an hour. Littlefield is definitely an area that's going to see impact. Amherst, Beulah, and Sudan. This is Texas. Thank you, Smitty. I appreciate it very much for letting them know. Okay. Just let it be. I don't see. Oh, it's not going to be a wedge. Knock it off. My son is going. Hold on, bud. Hang on. All right, folks. Sorry about that, but my son is going and we do have signature. He was thinking it's going to be a wedge. I'm not trying to fearmonger anybody. So I wanted to make sure that we just give factual information. There is the tornado warning, folks. Bailey County, Hockley County, and Lamb. There it is. We now see confirmation. We now see confirmation. This is radar indicated tornado right there. So, folks, just be mindful. We saw this and we reported this that it was possibly there, but we could not confirm until we got something officially from the National Weather Service. So that is Bailey County, Hockley, Texas. Let me go ahead and bring up our information for the tornado warnings. One moment here, folks. All right, so it was located over Beulah or 15 miles west of Littlefield, moving southeast at 10. I just got to move this, folks. There we go. There we go. We got both of them going now. Now that we have active tornado warning, I want to give that information as well. All right, so that's Bailey County, Hockley County, and Lamb, Texas. Thank you, Misty Joe, for helping out with the comments. I appreciate that so much. Norma, thank you as well. Gigi, thanks for the follow. Morton, I'm going to go to Morton, and I'm sorry, I'm from South Dakota, folks, so I do not. Oh, this is an update. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without. Let's get the further information here. This is now an observed tornado. Moment ago, they had it. Yes, moment ago, they had it as a radar indicated. Tornado is now confirmed to be on the ground. At 3:59, a confirmed tornado was located near Beulah. Yes, I see it. Or 15 miles west of Littlefield, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. Damaged tornado and 2-inch hail. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado. Beulah is an area that's impacted. Now they have a second that's probably, hold on, hold on. Let's make sure we got that information correct. It's likely that they are now expanding this tornado warning, but hold on, folks. I want to see where this other tornado warning is. What part of Texas this is the panhandle of Texas. So we are covering areas like Lubbock. If anyone, I can't, okay. Anyone over by I-27 area, if you're traveling on I-27, you want to definitely be mindful of that. Let's go to the second tornado warning. Oh, this would be Oldham. That would be the northern one. This now is also a tornado warning. There's that warning. We do have confirmation now. Let's get that information. This was just issued. Tornado warning, east central Oldham County in the panhandle of Texas, west central Potter County in panhandle of Texas. 4 p.m., severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles. There it is. This was issued 1 minute ago. Radar indicated. I do suspect. Let's take a look and see at the base velocity and high resolution velocity of that. Let me pan out here. I'm going to get rid of the tornado watch alert information real quick, folks. Just so I can see this information a little bit clearer. It's a little hard with that polygon in there. I would say there's definitely some broad rotation in there. Up, error loading my ticker. Well, so much for that. Sorry, folks. I apologize with that tornado warning information. It's having struggle loading. Okay, so what we have is we have a tornado and tennis ball size hail. This again is in Valley de Oro. That is in northern panhandle of Texas. And then this is a much more severe one. I mean, they're both severe, but reminding folks that this area is in a enhanced risk. Plainview, Lubbock, Leveland. Thank you, Hannah. Yep, Reed probably has it on the ground right now. That's crazy. Are you referring, just to help out here, if you don't mind, Hannah, is the one that Reed is on, is that the one that's in Littlefield, or are you or approaching Littlefield, or are you referring to the one that's over in the northern section? Is that the one that's in north? So is that the one that's in Bailey County, or is that the one that's up here north of Amarillo? Yazlin. Sorry. Morton, Texas. No, I don't think you guys will be okay. I believe, based on what I'm seeing here, these are starting to join together, and I think it's going to be a long night. I could do a quick scan here to cover Morton, Texas. Right now, we're looking at an estimated loop of what this is expected to do, so just be mindful of that. So, further development could happen, but they're moving super slow. So Morton area, I'd be concerned as we get later into the evening after 6 p.m. Going to have a long night ahead of you for areas of the panhandle of Texas, unfortunately. Okay, it just lifted back up on the ground for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. All right, thanks, Hannah. I appreciate that. Is there a tornado approaching Littlefield? Yes. Let me go back to that radar. This is the area of concern. This is a confirmed and observed tornado. At 4:04, a confirmed tornado was located over Beulah, 14 miles west of Littlefield. Now, that is going to impact your area. So if you're in Littlefield, or if you know somebody that's in Littlefield, please seek shelter now. Been staying on that one this whole time since it was way up here by Muleshoe, since I started the broadcast, and we were talking about rotation, I don't know, maybe an hour ago already. And they finally issued that observed tornado. So just be aware, Littlefield and areas that are southeast of Beulah. Because it's moving at 10 miles an hour. So the area of rotation would be right in here. And that rotation would be right on top of Littlefield at approximately another 83 minutes. But still, that could start picking up speed. So get into your safe place right now. St. Louis, are we talking about Missouri? Because if we are, I'm sorry. Again, folks, I'm sorry. I'm not covering Missouri right now. We need to focus on what's the imminent danger right now, folks. All right. We do also have this one right up here, and this definitely looks like it's got a hook as well. So let's take a look at that. Rotation, high resolution velocity. It's kind of scattered there a little bit, but it could be the radar information. Joplin, Missouri, you're safe today. This is way over in Texas. Joplin, Missouri, you're fine. General thunderstorms. Kentucky, you're fine. Oh my goodness. Chasing the rotation. Hannah touched back down. Okay, that's not good. Why can't Morton, Texas be okay? Well, you guys are in the enhanced risk. I mean, if nothing happens, are you going to be upset with me? And if something does happen, are you going to be upset with me? I'm not sure, but you know, unfortunately, you're in the enhanced risk, so that would be a concern. And I would just say, be aware. Also, Morton area, I believe you're in the 5% risk for tornadic activity as well. Yep, you're in the 5% risk. So, you know, if things back build is what I'm concerned about. Amarillo, we'll check on that right now. Now these storms here that have are northwest of Bishop Hills area. Um, this is nearly stationary, 23 miles northeast of Vega, and they don't have any information supporting what direction it's going. They got the polygon suggesting that it's moving maybe an east-northeast. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Pico. This is this one right here that just got issued. All right. Baseball size hail. It's moving at 10. These are moving very slow, so we're going to have a concern for flooding as well, folks. Brian, thanks so much for the follow. Hail Center, Midland. I'll do Midland first and Hail Center. Midland, you're in that risk for tornadoes, but you are in the lower risk. So I would venture to guess, but let's go ahead and put a composite reflective loop on this and see what timing Midland could possibly have that development. This is suggesting we go out of this app and back into the app. So that we can make sure that we have the latest information here. So Midland, this would suggest that you're going to be okay, but you still need to be mindful, Midland, because you're in the 2% risk for that tornadic activity. Moving northeast, east, south of Sudan, hail as well. That is a dangerous storm up there. Thanks so much, Hannah, for keeping our community aware of what's going on. I appreciate it. And Norma, thanks so much for the gifts. Type She, Savannah, Taylor Mays, Cindy Lou, Alexa, Misty Joe, Jacob M. Bray. I'm not sure. And then Hannah, thanks again for the coins. And Mason, Kelly, Trace Crim 72, Angie, and Kevin. Looks like those are all coins. I appreciate that. And gifts. All right. It looks like we need to go back to a little town called Plains, Texas, between Hobbs and Lubbock. You're in that 5% risk. Thankfully, you are to the southwest of Lubbock, it looks like, but I'll take a look and see what the expected time frame, sometime late. It's showing that this is going to progress pretty late. 9 p.m. So I would say it'd be safer to say sometime after 7 p.m. in Plains. What about La Mesa, Texas? Reminder, the area of brown is the tornado risk at 5% risk. That's a fairly significant risk. Okay, La Mesa, you're in the 2% risk for tornadic activity for today. And again, this is suggesting that it's going to be pretty darn late in the evening by the time that any types of storms get there. But if these continue to grow towards the south, kind of eventually connect, I do want to take a look at another weather model because it seems like HRRR yesterday had a little bit of a struggle doing that as well. This is a 2 p.m. scan. Yeah, so that's they're both kind of the same, suggesting that it's going to be pretty late in La Mesa area for storms. No, I meant, okay. Yeah, yeah. Tornado watch in Texas. Yes. Is Lubbock okay? No. Hang on one second. Let's take a look at what we have right now going on. This is live radar right now that I switched this to. Um, there's a long ways for this to go, but I don't suspect because it's going into a prime area for continued development. So I don't suspect that this will be dying out anytime soon. Um, Again, it is going pretty darn slow, 10 miles an hour. So just for fun, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw things out here if this were to stay on, and that's a big if. Oh, we got an update to Potter County, Texas, tornado warning. Radar indicated. Let's go to this one here. That is looking like it's still got a lot of development to go there. So this is a moment ago. It's 24 miles northeast of Vega and is nearly stationary. Tornado and ping pong ball size hail. We have another severe thunderstorm watch or warning. That's continuing for Bailey, Texas, Bailey County. Sonora, Kentucky. Sonora, Kentucky, you're okay today. There's no risk. Is that Loveland or Leveland? Loveland, probably. Let's take a look. Thanks so much. Yeah, he's in Littlefield currently, so that definitely is an area that is very concerning. Traveling from Albuquerque to OKC tonight on I-40. Depending on the timing, you're going to, and where you're at exactly right now, I mean, anywhere in this zone of, if you're on I-40, you're on the north side of the risk of tornadic activity. But obviously, as you can see, this area right now has a tornado warning cell there. And if we go back to a HRRR weather model, and we kind of show you what could estimated happen here in areas of northern part of Texas. So about 10 p.m., Amarillo, all this whole line is going to continue to kind of connect. And even Lubbock area going to really have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, major hail, possible tornadoes continuing, spin ups near Lubbock as well. Um, if somebody's working in Littlefield, hopefully they are definitely got a place that they can shelter in place. Elizabeth, I just kind of went through Amarillo area, so. Yep, Kentucky is in a marginal risk. Thank you so much. Appreciate. Oh, Elizabeth, thanks so much for the roses. Appreciate it. Any near Odessa, Midland area tonight? Oh, Hale Center. I was going to check that as well. I apologize. I'm not familiar with. Yeah, that is a possibility. I can't guarantee there's going to be tornadoes in a specific area. Not that far out. I mean, things could change, but based on what I see here, the trends, this severe thunderstorm warning that we have right here, Hale Center, if we were to put this in an estimate, we go back to live radar. I don't want to fear monger anybody. So this one right here is pretty intense right now, and it is 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's currently nearly stationary, so it's hard to say when it's going to impact hail center. But if it can pick up speed, it could be in the next number of hours. So unfortunately, I don't have any estimate. Let's just say if it's nearly stationary, this is going to be a very, very rough guess. So I'm just going to say if it's going at 5 miles per hour, yeah. If it was going at only 5 miles per hour, it'd be 345 minutes. So that, you know, I did that just for you. I don't know if that's going to hold true though, because I certainly can see this picking up some speed as it progresses along. Continuing this tornado warning right here. This is, again, right over, pretty much on top of Littlefield. Let's go ahead and take a look at where the base velocity is. Got to get a different radar here. Might be too close to the Lubbock one here to get that. I've got too much stuff on, so let me remove the alerts here for that. I want a clear view of this cell right here. Just going to turn this on for now. And as you can tell, nothing going on. Well, it's all right. I'm going to probably get my tail in trouble for this. 1 second, folks. This is kind of picking up on that, so I can't really show a whole lot of that. Just be aware. So we do have that update to Hockley County and Lamb, Texas, Lamb County. So these are the chasers down here. There's a lot of rotation going on down there, and I can't. Everybody stay safe, absolutely. Yep. So Littlefield, it's right on top of you. I do see now some rotation in this storm as well. That's north of Lubbock, or Littlefield. My apologies. Rotation right here as well. I'm going to do a 3D view here real quick, folks, and see if I can get that on. I'm going to shut off my advertiser for a minute and get a few things going with my live radar here. Yes. All right. So we're going to look basically into the storm. We're going to look into the 3D view of this storm. I just put in 3D look. So bear with me one moment. I'm going to look from the west. Okay, so this is the cell. 1 second here. It's going to be too broad to take a look at that. I don't need that big of a view here. I need to zoom in and find that. That's the northerly storm. Where is the one that's got the... Oh, okay, here we go. We got that height right there that we can definitely see. Yes, it is radar indicated. And we're kind of zooming around here, folks. It's kind of an interesting view, but I'm just kind of trying to find which one has got the... All right, Lubbock, where's that? Let's go on this one here. 1 second, folks. Gonna get a different view here. Okay, this should be a better view of that storm. So this is the southerly one. You can definitely tell this one right here. Oh, that's definitely got a tornado in there. And that's the one that's over by Littlefield. So folks, If you're just joining us, Littlefield is definitely got. Now we got Alabama that's got some crazy stuff going on. Severe thunderstorm warnings. All right, I'm going to shut the that view off, and we're going to continue to show this pretty intense storm here. Extremely dangerous storm. Stop City Media, thank you very much. I appreciate it. The Heart, the Mies, appreciate that so much. Magnolia, Kentucky is a basically marginal risk in Kentucky. What's that? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I see the large cone right on radar here. 1 second. Go over to. It's just so clouded. Let me get these chasers off of here. Just going to shut off the alerts for a moment, folks. All right, so just wanted to confirm here where we did have a confirmed tornado. All right, multiple reports of large multi-vortex tornado that hit Bailey County at 4:02, so about 20 minutes ago. Okay. It was 7 miles east northeast of Muleshoe Wildlife, Texas. So that is a confirmed tornado that was there. All right, let's see what else we got. I'm just trying to get caught up on all of the. Thanks, Yee Mo 368 for the follow. Appreciate it very much. Just trying to take a look at some of the comments here. I appreciate it. All right, I have probably got to let y'all go. I hate to let you guys go, but I've got to step away for a second here. Dangerous storm. I don't want to leave y'all. Brandon's on it. Folks, Littlefield is going to get hit big time with this. It's cooking big time. It looks like the rotation is more of a broad. But I think it's going to continue to cook here. If we look at the vertical integrated liquid, there is a lot of hail in this puppy. 79.54. Is there anything higher than that? Yeah, that's about maxed out for hail. Do you know if there will be any tornadoes in Hail Center? I think I already answered that. Okay, let's go back to. Thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate that as well. Trinidad, what way is this going? If you're referring to the tornado, I would assume they just now, hold on, they got rid of the tornado warning. That doesn't mean that, there we go, Potter, Texas. Potter, Texas. Is this an update or is this an alert? Okay, so they are probably just now moving that to a different county. So don't worry. Well, do worry, but uh, Littlefield is likely going to be impacted by this tornado. Waiting for the tornado warning to pop up on Radar Omega here. But this continues right here, this tornado warning. Amarillo. Let's go back to this radar up here. One moment. All right, 4:30 tornado warning, Bailey County and Lamb County, Texas. This is the one, tornado and ping pong ball size hail. It's moving east at 10. This one here, 23 miles northwest of Amarillo, moving east. Okay, so Amarillo, if this takes a southern dive, you want to be aware. Littlefield update, yes. Okay, they did just update this one. So Littlefield, hold on, I'm on this right now. All right, so we do have this tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of southeastern Bailey and southwestern Lamb counties, but it is located 5 miles east of Beulah or 12 miles west of Littlefield, moving southeast at 5. It's very slow moving, but still. One moment. If this area of rotation, I'm not going to say it's 90 minutes away. I'd say probably at most an hour for Littlefield for that center. But right now, I would recommend you guys in Littlefield to be getting in your safe place. This is a live look at the radar right now. And you've got major hail, major winds, this tornado warning that is just to the west of you. Get in your safe place, tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. Where? Okay. Tornado Belly, my thoughts on Monday. Thoughts on Monday, if you're referring to Iowa, is going to be significant. There's going to be Sunday, Nebraska, central part of Nebraska, but if you're referring to Texas, I can quick take a peek at that. This is Sunday for Texas, and then Monday. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to live chase Monday's storms because I've got to work. So I'm assuming that's probably what you're asking about. But this is a pretty significant risk there. Let me go back to shut this off for day 4, which is Monday. What? These are the tornadoes that happened in the last 24 hours, so I want to shut this off. I'm going to just put in the last hour. Actually, let's do the last 3 hours. All right, so we've got this one right on top of Littlefield, folks. No, I'm not able to check Battle Creek, Michigan, unfortunately. I do know Battle Creek, Michigan does not have any type of tornado threat, so while there is active tornadoes going on, I do not check other areas that are not in any risk for tornadic activity. Plainview. Yes, yeah, that is a concern as well as you guys are in the risk of tornado activity. Plainview, Texas. If this one here continues on its track, now it's saying moving south at 5 miles per hour. So all these are starting to move basically south. There are indications that these storms here will eventually move over to Plainview as well. If I show you kind of a HRRR weather model update on this. Yeah, it is a very slow mover, Tornado Billy. We got a update on the Bailey, Texas tornado. Let's go ahead and go to that. But Plainview, sometime around 7 p.m., I would be aware of where your safe spot is, and you may have to end up getting into the basement based on what I see here. Hale Center even. This looks like this must have went through an update and things are going to eventually pick up some speed. Okay, this is now an observed tornado that is over by Littlefield, the Bailey and southwestern Lamb counties in Texas. This is confirmed tornado. Let me go to the live radar here. Got my son with me telling me exactly what to do, like I don't know what I'm doing. Where? You think there's two different? Well, my son is saying right here and right here. All right, let's go right here, I guess, is what he's saying. Yeah, he's watching another streamer. Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty significant right here. Right here. Looks like it's going to be um, right here. You said right here, right? Is that where you? Okay. Yeah, that looks to be the area of rotation. Yeah, yeah, he's a weather enthusiast. He's got his own YouTube channel. He does stuff every once in a while. He's NATO's with Nate. Yeah, tornado will really do some damage with not moving very much. Yeah. And he says that's awesome. Thanks, Jay Stuff. All right, Lubbock area. It's on track, but it's a very slow mover. So Lubbock area over the next several hours, I would be, just continue to stay mindful. As long as these storms don't start to connect, and if they stay pretty much by themselves, yes, it is on the ground. It is observed. Let me give you that. Weather spotters confirmed tornado is on the ground. That was updated at 4:35 p.m. It was at 4:35, so it's right on top of Littlefield right now. And there was also an additional tornado that was likely on the ground a few miles east of Beulah, damaging tornado and 2-inch hail. Again, this is in Texas. Another severe thunderstorm warning in Georgia. Sharon, Mrs. H, thanks for the follow as well as the rose. Appreciate that very much. Bailey County and Lamb County, tornado warning, and now in effect until 5 p.m. Go back to the high resolution velocity. Mama needs you. And what about Dimmitt? Reed is streaming a large wedge south of Amherst. Let's go ahead and take a look at that Amherst one. Oh, yeah, that would be where my Boy, oh boy, my son is evidently pretty darn good. He said earlier right there, he's pretty good at it. So that would be the area of concern. So it looks like it's going to be just to the north, but obviously just to the north of Littlefield, but it's going to impact Littlefield without a doubt. Do I think Cleveland, Texas will be impacted? Again, these are very slow movers, so you're in the zone that has the significant tornado risk. So I would say it's possible. That was Red Raider Sports, if he's still on here, or she. Danny Girl, thanks for the follow. All right, let's go to, I've been live for almost 2 hours here already, and these things are really moving slow, and I got to grab something to eat, folks. You've got the tickers going right there. There's 2 active tornadoes, and you'll have the information pop up to give you warnings right away. So I'm just going to step away for a moment. I got to grab something to eat. Be right back, folks. All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry. Had to get me some pizza. All right, is Pennsylvania good? Pennsylvania. Got tornado warnings going on in Texas and Pennsylvania. Let me remind those that are viewing here. Okay, Pennsylvania, folks, you're in generalized thunderstorms. If you need your garden to be getting rain, then perfect. Pennsylvania hasn't got anything going on. You guys may think I'm rude, but all right. I just need to eat. Confirmed tornado north of Amarillo. Yes. Thanks for the update. Says radar indicated, but I would not doubt based on what I see on velocity here. that is most likely. We're probably going to need to wait for the update to come through from SPC, but it is what it is. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Can you look at 385 south towards Loveland? Thank you, Norma. Yeah, sometimes I wonder if some of the bots are automatically doing stuff in here just to throw me off. All right, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning in Louisiana. There is no tornado there, but still. Got a little bit of weather down there as well as Alabama. Not anything huge. It's probably just minimally severe. Yeah, 60-mile-an-hour winds. And this one here just was issued. That's for moving southeast. Bordenville. I can't say that right. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one that's, oh my goodness, it is just continuing. Now we have tornado confirmed. There it is. And that is Lamb County. Trying to see if that's the one that was up north. I bet you it is. Nope. Lamb County. I'm going to remember where Lamb is anymore. Okay, this was, yes, observed one at 441. 6 miles west of Littlefield, moving southwest. Southwest? Moving southwest? It's moving the opposite direction of a typical storm. That's got to be huge, huge tornado. Trevor, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it very much. Memphis, Tennessee, you guys are in general thunderstorms today. So we do have this continued, confirmed, and observed tornado on the ground. Mainly rural areas. That's the one plus about this, if there's any at all. But it is moving towards the heart of Littlefield. And these are all on track to eventually, I don't see them stopping, to hit areas like Hale Center, Abernathy, Anton, Shallow Water. Again, reminding folks, this is all an enhanced risk in Crosbyton, Loveland. So if you're on 385, I know somebody had that question earlier, just chilling people. Can you look at, is the thunderstorm a tornado? What? Thanks, Tornado Billy. Walk stars, is the thunderstorm a tornado? Not sure how to answer your question. because a thunderstorm can develop into a tornado. It is not considered a tornado per se until it has um, touched ground. Oh, sorry, Walkstar. Where are you at again? Remind me. Walkstars, remind me. If you're referring to Littlefield, yeah. Oh, what? No, not in Memphis, Tennessee. What is the deal, people? All right. No, it's not. There's not going to have a tornado in Tennessee today. Tahoka, Texas. Thanks for the reasonable question for Texas. You're in the enhanced risk and you are south of Lubbock. Oop, we got an update. Hang on one second. Lamb County, Texas, 448 update. Tornado warning now expires at 5 p.m. Again, tornado confirmed. That's got to be this one here, but we're waiting for that information to update. Yep, that's this one here, but we're waiting for it to update. Not sure exactly why this isn't updating in Radar Omega. All right, so area that's down here, Tahoka. I can take a look at that real quick and kind of give you an estimate of what time things might get going there. All right, looks like this just went through an update through the HRRR weather model. So one moment here. So it looks like going to kind of hit all areas here right now. Lubbock area, expect super late, sometime after 8 p.m. And areas down here near Tahoka, you could end up having impacts. I don't know if it's going to be a tornado, but definitely some severe thunderstorms likely in Lubbock area after 7. Yeah, that was what I was saying here. Yeah, anytime after 7 p.m. And then Tahoka area could be a really late night by the time it gets your way because these things are really moving slow. 5 miles an hour. 5 miles an hour is all the faster this puppy's going. Yes, Tornado Billy's on here. Yes. Thanks. Well, don't call him Papa anymore. Okay. We have 11 active severe thunderstorm warnings. Georgia, I'll kind of sweep over there real quick. You currently have uh, this going on. Gainesville, you got severe thunderstorm warnings. Don't expect any tornadoes out of these. Just expect some gusty winds. Oh, we got a new tornado warning, or is that an update? That's an update for the tornado warning in Lamb. Sorry, can't focus on Georgia right now, folks. We got an update on Lamb County tornado warning. Going to go back out of this and back in here. Amarillo update. One moment here. Yep, this is at 429. They don't have anything else. It's still moving east at 5 miles per hour. That puppy is moving so slow. Yeah, he's got a lot of hail. All right. Okay. So let me take a look at this one here for base velocity. Still see a lot of rotation in there. in Puente, Texas. Starting to see some more development. Kind of seeing a line develop here. Line of storms right along here. And ever so slightly, obviously, a big one here, but wonder if they're going to connect. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek at estimates as we're broader out here. It does suggest that we're going to have these continue to stay kind of singular cells versus a big line of them. It's like definitely going to have some risks for flooding. So we do have right now 2 tornado warnings, and we have 11 severe thunderstorm warnings. So we have a lot of rain in Tennessee, Lawrence, Tennessee. So you got a lot of rain there, but you don't have severe weather in the sense of um, winds and tornadoes and that type of thing. Crystal's asking, they're moving south. There's a couple of different ones if you're referring to the tornadoes. So this one here, tornado warnings, uh, moving east at 5. And then I think I said southwest, which was really weird for this one. Okay, they must have had to update that because it was saying southwest. I was like, that's got to be a typo. Okay, so this one is moving southeast. And then the thunderstorm warning is moving south. They're all ended up moving kind of in that southerly direction very, very slowly. Go back to live radar here. Gosh, this is so, yeah, it is huge. We're going to go ahead and put this live in loop here so you guys could kind of see what's happening. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning. This was issued just moments ago. As long as it does make its way to Miami, Texas again. I'm not going to rule that out. You're right now in the marginal risk, but that is pretty darn close. It's a long ways away, obviously, but I see these storms kind of eventually moving more northerly. So we'll see how it happens. I hope for your sake, Boy Mom 81, I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but we'll see. Definitely expect some thunderstorms. How severe, I don't know yet. And then Crystal's asking Fort Worth area. If these all hold together, whoops, let me get this back to today's outlook. Oh, it is. All right. You're in the marginal risk for today. Tomorrow, general thunderstorms. So as of right now, I don't see anything suggesting that Fort Worth is going to have anything significant. Yeah, I heard about that. Miami, Texas definitely had pretty significant tornado hit your area. There's 2 active tornado warnings, bud. Hold on. There's 2 active tornado warnings. Radar Omega is bugging out here for some reason. I believe the only reason this is showing that there's not. There we go. They were working on a new update because it probably moved further. So now they need to update the polygon. So 429, there's a tornado warning until 5:15, and that is for Potter County. So that would be Amarillo area. So that'd be this north of Amarillo, Texas storm. Yes, yes, I see that. Hereford. Thanks so much, Boy Mom 81 for the follow. Hereford. All right, so this one here is going at, it's moving north at 15. But it's kind of tracking some building towards the south. I'll have to put an estimate on that. Look at timing. Some further southerly development later this evening, Hereford, probably sometime after 7 o'clock. I mean, you could end up getting the tail end of this cell that is going west of your area right now, but it's suggesting that it's moving in a northerly track. So you might get the tail end of that. Yes, they need to have a tornado warning. I do not understand why they don't have. Why are you in? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of rotation. Man, I swear, I'm gonna get radar. I think I'm gonna get. I'm gonna talk to Radar Scope. Radar Omega is starting to take a dive, in my opinion. Doesn't work very well for me. Oh my goodness. Okay, that they need to put this. If they hold on, Littlefield, they definitely need to put a tornado warning back on this. I do not understand why they don't have this as a tornado warning. Let me go out of the app and back into it. I do not understand what's going on. 1 second, folks. I am going to. Red Raider Sports. Let me get. Let me go to one other source. I want to verify. They don't have a tornado warning. Why do they not have a tornado warning on this? Yes, they have a flash flood warning, but I do not understand why they didn't continue a tornado warning on this. Now, the weird thing is, mine says there's 2 tornado warnings, and this one says there's 1. I just confirmed with National Weather Service website. So they did finally issue it? Okay, so mine's coming back up here. 1 second. Do not understand why they were so late to the game on that one. There it is. Gosh, Why did it take so dang long for them to issue that? That is a huge hook. Okay, calm down. There it is, finally. Goodness gracious. Now the weather.gov has got that. Let's verify here. Gosh, that is huge. All right, this one here, this is radar indicated. Goodness gracious, are you kidding me? That should be a confirmed tornado, but I suppose they need a spotter to confirm it. Southern portions of Littlefield around 5:10, so in about 4 minutes, or right now, I would say. That is a huge, huge tornado right there. Haha. Yeah, because they all got fired. Yeah, I hear you. Loveland. I mean, if these storms do take a southerly track, could have some risks there. Let me take a look at satellite imagery real quick. A lot of clearing. So, Red Raider Sports, can you confirm for me, are you seeing a lot of clear skies in that area? I'm guessing you are, at least to the south of you. I'm just waiting for confirmation. Okay, yep. So lots of clear skies. That means it's gonna, yeah. You probably are going to have some impacts within the next couple of hours here with some storm development. You probably see the storms off to your north quite a ways, but estimates, Leveland, I would say, according to HRRR, sometime after 7 p.m. still is what it's looking like. Lubbock, it's kind of cloudy in your area. I think I can confirm that here real quick. Yep, there is a little bit of cloud cover there, but there's certainly, I would think so, yes. No, it's not a tornado unless it's rain wrap because I don't see any base. Don't play that while I'm on here. All right. Hold on. Update to Potter County 507 tornado warning. So this is the one that's over by Puente, still north of Amarillo. Let's go look at a live radar again here. Gonna go ahead and put in the whoops. Right here, folks. That is pretty darn intense storm. Felt very hot and humid in Lubbock today. Not typical. Yeah, and I'm sorry about the tornado warning ticker. I've got to obviously change the ticker information, how that brings it across, so it's very similar to. Oh, you want me to look at the CC? Is it high resolution correlation? All right. My NATO's with Nate. Oop, there we go. Another confirm. Reports of cyclical tornado by Lamb. SO and spotters. I'm going to load that historical data here. Oh, I'm going to close that. So this is continues to be a significant threat for that tornado activity. So a few moments ago, this is going to be southern portions of Littlefield around 5:10. That's right now. La Mesa. Huh? Oh, I'm keeping an eye on it, buddy. All right, La Mesa, Texas. Let's get you back pulled up. La Mesa, Texas. Thanks for the follows, everybody. I appreciate that. Go ahead and if you feel the content is relevant for you, I appreciate the gifts. Light those up. That'd be awesome. Yes. La Mesa, Texas. Again, I've got to update this for some reason. May have to take a break, guys. I think my computer is just having too much of a struggle here at this point to keep up with all the changes that I got going on. Yes, Lubbock's going to get rain. I wish I could tell you whether you're going to get a tornado or not, but based on what I see right here, if this holds together, you're going to, if you don't get a tornado over in that area, you're definitely going to get some very significant tornadic like thunderstorm. I would suggest that you know exactly where your safe spot is in Lubbock for tonight, even though this thing is moving pretty slow. I don't see it slowing down as far as dying out. So Ashton, just be mindful of that. I was looking for La Mesa here. La Mesa, you're in that slight risk, but again, possible timing on that would be that scan is suggesting that it may end up going north of you and kind of split. Looks like these are all going to continue to stay kind of here and there and not a whole lot. Iowa, Sioux City, your fave, NESA. Sioux City's good today, but I will tell you I'll have live updates tomorrow regarding Monday's fun day. And I don't mean that in a real fun, I'm being sarcastic. Monday is going to be pretty significant for areas of Iowa. So I'll have updates tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time for you. What, Nate? Littlefield? Yeah. All right, folks, I hate to let you all go, but I do need to let you go because I've got to spend some quality time with my family. I've been on, how long have I been live streaming right now? Over 2.5 hours, been live streaming. I know there's still that risk of severe weather going on. No, this is not going to hit Wisconsin today. I already took care of that. I'm going to have, so if you're concerned about weather, I appreciate that very much and appreciate you joining in. If you're concerned about weather for Wisconsin, I'll have a live update for all the risks tomorrow. There's no risk for Wisconsin for today. All right, I'm going to let you all go. I got to spend some time with my family and continue north of Amarillo and Amarillo area. Please up. Okay, so tornado warning continuing. Hockley and Lamb. Now I got two warnings coming through. We got want to remind folks, if you're in Anton, Texas area, Anton, Texas, Shallow Water, Texas. Let me give you one scan real quick, and then I gotta seriously, honestly go. It was going 5. This thing is going so slow. They took one of them away, but they could be going through another update. So we do have, Anton in 107 minutes be possible. It's gonna, very rural areas. I mean, it's terrible to have these hit any of them, but if it's gonna hit somewhere, at least it's not highly populated areas. That doesn't mean there's not gonna, it doesn't mean that there won't be destruction of people's property, but still. May end up coming back live or I may not. So I appreciate you all joining. Thanks for sharing the live. God bless. And I will be back tomorrow. If I'm not back later tonight, I will be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. with 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time with weather updates regarding uh, the crazy storms that are expected to impact areas of um, Nebraska for Sunday, as well as Monday, areas of Iowa and South Dakota. And then obviously Tuesday's up in the air yet, but there could be impacts to Ohio as well as Arkansas. So be careful out there. Thanks, Savannah, Hunana. Thank you, Vega. You guys have a great night. Stay safe and kiss your loved ones. You never know when things are going to get pretty crazy. A lot of flash flooding in these